guys, Crimson Chaos back again with another ranked review. We played another 5 games, and as you can see, we're plat 3, 11 wins, 4 losses. Kinda unfortunate. Would have liked to have at least won one of these 2 losses, and as you can see, we've sorta just seemed to fail with the ADC at the minute. It feels like the Nami Twitch doesn't really seem to work that well, and I keep having my support, like I keep picking first Twitch because I want to play it, and then I'm getting a Nami support, and then it just feels like they just sort of like get gapped. They don't actually like try to do anything. This lane here, we just got like hard poked out. Like I just think if we had a support that wanted to engage, whenever she saw the Vel'Koz and Smolder, like I think we could have got a bit of a lead. But whenever I'm trying to go first to make the plays, it just doesn't really work whenever they can just one-shot me. And then this game here, I think we just sort of I trolled early, but also my Nami had Aftershock because she was playing Braum the game before. I probably should have just played Braum. Probably would have been quite good into Kog'Maw Lulu whenever she saw it, but she for some reason thought that the Nami was going to beat that lane, and I don't think it ever does. But I did also int early, which is completely my bad. I didn't int, but I fed early, which is a big mistake. And as you can see, we also got autofilled 3 times, and they were actually the 3 games that we won. So maybe League's trying to tell me play jungle and you get free LP. I'm not too sure, but we're already in the exact same place that we ended last split, which is pretty good. In plat 3. Well, hopefully we don't end here. I hope that we can get to at least high emerald or low diamond potentially. But we're gonna take a look at this game first, and I think I played this game perfectly, to be honest. There's a bit of a jungle gap, as you can see. I also farmed really well and knew when to fight and when not to fight. So we'll take a look at that one first quickly. The jungle games, I don't think there's much really to look at. I think that we just sort of played it quite well and won the game. The blitz this game also really saved our game. But we'll take a quick look at it, and hopefully we can spot any mistakes that we made or anything like that. That was early first blood. Like, I don't know what this Kai'Sa was doing. I don't know why they're up there, and I'm not sure why they're flashing so early. So, or why they're not flashing early. Sorry. So I mean, that sort of just sets up the momentum for the game. I can see Diana's on my blue side, so I think I play this quite well. I want to play for bot side anyways, slightly. Diana made a gank, so I was able to get the Gromp as well. And also make a wee gank there. I think Kai'Sa just stepped up for no reason. Don't know what she was doing there, and then she sort of got... I don't think she really expected the damage, and I thought I was gonna take more tower shots, but I just didn't. This is also very loud, actually. But Ornn sort of gets caught, but I want to like finish this dragon here, which I do. And then they make another hook, which is good. The blitz is playing really well, to be honest. Sort of just a bit of a gap. I see Diana's top, and they get that, but I'm just sort of farming her entire blue side jungle over and over. So there you go. I mean, we're just like sort of taking our wins where we can, and then we get a flash from Victor there. I don't know why I come to check what's here, but I knew that she would probably left at least one thing, which she obviously had, which we get. And then here, I think Diana, the bot lane and Diana are very split, so I want to go on Diana, and we just go in and kill her. And it's pretty solid. I get loads of assists this game. I don't really like get many kills or anything like that. So we don't actually like hyper carry, but we play the game, I think, close to perfect. Make another gank here. I flashed over the the Mazahar root or whatever, the little ball he puts down. Dana has lots of kills, but they're all like, doesn't really matter whenever I'm farming this heavy and Mel's so ahead, like I don't really mind. I feel like we can deal with her later, which is good. I also see them go on this, and I want Cho'Gath to come down here, but he just doesn't seem to. Like, I know we can fight it with Ornn, because Ornn's like quite strong, but like, maybe I should have just been aware that Cho'Gath would have taken a while to come. Like, we could have killed all three of them there, in my opinion. Like, Victor's doing no damage to me whenever I have ulti. I don't know why he just used his ulti as well. Which is kind of rough. Don't know why, whenever he knows that we want to fight for these grubs. But I think there's one left, and we got one of them, so it's not too bad. The rest of the game is just me, like, catching their mistakes. I don't think their team played very well at all this game. And I think my job was pretty easy, to be quite honest. I was sort of able to like force a lot more, and then whenever they went back in, I was just we were able to just fight it. And then I just about survive. I get away with the skin of my teeth a couple of times this game, but like 319, like, at least we're not dying. And then I know Dan is going to this Rift Herald, but I know that at this point, I think I'm potentially stronger. Well, I'm not even, but like, I know I'm a level ahead, essentially, and my team's gonna be able to be there, which is good. So I press ulti. I actually leave the Lulu because I thought someone was gonna kill her, like Mel, but unfortunately she flashed out and I missed the W on her to get the E over. But yeah, I can't really see me making any mistakes this game. I feel like I pushed my lead really well, like invade really well, etc, etc. And we're just sort of like power farming. Like, I'm already 40 farm up on this Dana, and she may have like 5 kills and an assist, but like, whenever I have 140 farm, it's kind of crazy. So there's instant Black Cleaver. I didn't go Eclipse this game because I felt like K'Sante could have been an issue, so I wanted to be able to just survive longer. So Black Cleaver is like pretty good as well, getting rid of the tankiness, because I was worried about Mel being able to kill him, but she was, so I mean, it didn't really affect us that much, but that's what I was worried about. So I got Black Cleaver to reduce their armor, so I was able to do more damage. And yeah, pretty clean game, to be quite honest. Hit that. There we go. And I think we actually might go again here. Yeah, and I just go on the Victor, because I know he's the only one doing damage, to be honest. He's 5, 6, and 4. K'Sante actually helps me out a little here, and gets me out. And then he ends up dying anyways, which is pretty solid for us. And then I push bot lane, because it's good to get a push in before starting an objective, obviously. And no one actually goes to catch that bot wave. Like, it goes and hits the tower, which is kind of crazy when Kai'Sa just goes to their jungler for some reason to get red buff. I'm not too sure. And I go to Atakan straight away because, well, they're starting it, and then I know I can get my blue side now, which I do. I kind of felt like I could fight there, but I was also scared a little. Like, I knew I had ulti and Victor like wouldn't really be much of an issue, but I thought it was risky to go for the play because I have 350 gold shut down, so there's no point giving that to them. This is a good fight, I think. I don't really do much, I just throw a W into the pack. And then I think that we should just focus tower here, but we don't. Which is like, whatever. I don't know why we dove without like minion wave or tower or anything. And then I end up, I think, dying here, which is kind of troll, but I mean, we got tower for it, and luckily there wasn't anything on the map, and then they run it down once again. So I'm back up, we go get 4th trick, they don't even contest, which is kind of troll in my opinion, because win trick is kind of OP. I sort of just run the Malzahar or the Victor down because I know he has no mana. I don't know why Kaisa didn't auto me there. Like, I was literally one auto. They were actually pumping out a lot of damage, which I didn't really expect, to be quite honest. Especially with Victor with hardly any mana, I thought that we could just like run him down. We get mid and bot inhib, so that just opens up Baron for us. I'm actually able to stay for so long, but I have like a lot of gold to use, to be honest. Cho'Gath, I don't know why he fights there whenever Mel is in base, so I sort of just let him die, which is something that I actually get caught out by a lot. Like whenever someone's like caught out first, and like I shouldn't really fight. Just need to be more aware of like when is good to fight people. So as you can see, we're level 17 at this point. And I think we get a big purchase. We get Wit's End and we get Chain Laced Crushers. I never knew the name because I know that they have like full AP damage. Dana, Victor, and Kaisa is mostly AP with their passive. So this fight I think is okay because I run back and help these guys, and then Cho'Gath just sort of distracts them and ends up dying. But it means that we can get the top tower. Bit of a misplay from Blitzer. I don't know why I'm tanking for that long. It was kind of tilting me. I probably could have went in there, but I mean, I was too far away at this point. I'd already committed to leaving. And then I think I just want the team to start Baron, because I know that we can pretty much just do it ourselves, me and this Mel. I get the smite off, Blitz hooks her in, Dan is dead. And then we sort of run it up mid. Good hook on the Victor. And that's GG. And I just know if I run this Lulu down, my team will take care of the rest. So, that's the end of the first game. Good game. I was feeling quite warmed up, although I also wanted to play ADC. And I get my wish in this game. No, I think I sort of troll early, and then I'm sort of just left out to dry. I also think that I didn't even play this game that bad. I just think that the Karthus was just doing a lot of damage to me. I couldn't really get into fights. And then Jax, I think, threw the game, to be quite honest. I think it was winnable. Because we got this very late game, which is also good for Smolder, obviously, but like, I mean, I think that it was just really bad play from the Jax this game. I didn't really rate what he did. Oh, and my game won't load. Okay, we're in now. So, let's take a look at me. I think I played the early game terribly on Twitch, to be honest. And I feel like it's really bad into poke. I was also lagging, that's why I disconnected there, like FPS lag. I just think that the Nami is just... I don't know if it's my supports that I'm getting or what, like, what is that? You know what I mean? She's already 3/4 HP already. Feels like I'm just getting... I don't know if it is subdiff or if I'm also playing bad as well, but like, I think just feels like my supports have like zero impact on the game recently from watching. And it also feels like Vel'Koz is like a massive counter to Twitch, because whenever it comes out of invisibility, it just gets instant knocked up. And we're sort of just like poked out here. I don't know how we can really play the lane any different. Sejuani goes on the Vel'Koz, which I don't know why. I didn't have the mana to pull E. I think he should have just went on the Smolder with us, because then we'd have to use all our summons there, whereas Smolder all has all of his. And I also miss loads of farm. I keep going behind on farm on Twitch early, and that sort of like dooms the game. I tried to make a play on the Ari just because I didn't have anything, and I didn't know that that the Karthus was actually in our base. So I tried to run through here, just because I knew the Vel'Koz used his abilities and stuff, so I thought, oh, I can just run through here. And unfortunately, Smolder gets the 3rd kill. At this point, I think the game's like properly done. I mean, we nearly killed the Vel'Koz. It's like, you just can't really come back. And then I think I've noticed a lot that like my support Namis just seem to leave me, and it's just like, Tar's gone, you know what I mean? And everyone's flaming me, but like, what do you expect me to do against 1v2 when I'm in such like a poke lane? And Twitch is really bad into that poke lane. The Kennen was like that, actually the only person in our team that was actually doing anything this game. And Jax was winning, he just like sort of trolled and messed up quite a bit. I don't really know, like, you can see how long I've been left down there. And this is bad from Jax. I just about survived. I think I was going to die from Scorch, so I just leave. Sejuani once again just like coming at the wrong time. And it felt like he could have just came straight in when he sees they're going to dive, instead of going all the way around. Like, it just wastes so much time. Like, just go now. Like, I don't know, maybe we went too early. Maybe we should have waited on him. So yeah, I guess I just played it bad, but I was also jumping at chances to like get back into the game and get shutdowns. Nearly died there. And then I don't really think, I mean, this Ari was like not great and I nearly killed her, and then I actually do here, because I know I have barrier and I know she doesn't have the damage to burst me down in one shot. And I don't know why she stayed like such close range as well. It's kind of crazy. I sort of use ulti here because I'm thinking, oh, Ari won't have ult again, but of course she does. So that's my bad. Once again, she must have... well, she has Electrocute and she probably has the ultimate cooldown one on both. I try to fight here because I think it's good, but I instantly just get like popped off. I don't know, and like Ari just eventually gets a kill on me. So yeah, I don't know. This game just sort of went like out of my control, and the other Twitch game did the exact same. It felt like, which wasn't great. I'm sort of just farming at this point, I think. I think I'm trying to play around this Kennen because I know that he's like the thing that we want to play for. I also think I'm like frontlining too much. I think my positioning's been really bad, like on the 2 ADC games that I'll show you today. We sort of just get out here, but I nearly actually die, and at one point I actually do have barrier and I do just pop, which is kind of crazy. Instead of holding pushing barrier whenever Karthus ults me, which I didn't expect. But Karthus farmed perfectly this game, and then eventually was just like useful. I thought this was a really bad play, because I'm so squishy, but the Kennen actually saves it by just ulting straight in and getting the Smolder and the Karthus. So yeah, I mean, not too bad that fight. We get a flash as well. And we just sort of take the recall because Vel'Koz could have just hit us with 1Q and we were dead. I feel like this game takes forever. I get the the Vel'Koz here. The Vel'Koz actually is the reason we actually lose the game, because I walked up at one point. We got most of the... Oh dear, I nearly actually died. I don't really know what Jax was doing either. We get most of the flowers, I think, because... Let me check. 18... Let me check me. 49, so I mean, like... That was good, and we not many people died for it. This here, I think, was terrible. I don't know why, but if you can see, the Jax flashed in on the Garen, thinking that we could just one-shot him. I didn't get to pull my E there in time, either, because I was waiting for it to be max stacks. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have pulled it on, like, 3rd auto. Which is quite unlucky. And then the game's soon to end here. But I essentially get popped by a Vel'Koz on the last fight. And I think I should have just pressed R and shot into the Baron pit, but I didn't. This was good. We kill Ari again, and we get Tar. I don't know what that guy's doing. He just starts to try fight them, and I was like, what? Whenever I was like 1 HP. I feel like that might have actually like lost our momentum in the game. I'm not too sure. But we couldn't get the 4th Drake, and I feel like 4th Drake was like what would win us the game. Or would help us have a chance at winning the game. It's here. Yeah, I just instantly pop. I think if I press barrier there and I'm alive for Drake, it's maybe playable. Jax is pushing. Karthus is level 18, by the way, and actually full build. 277 farm, he played it very well. I think he's actually a smurf. He had like a 75% win rate, like 33 games won, 10 loss or something like that. I don't know. Either way, I think it was pretty good. Yeah, it's right here that I just like instant pop. Like, I go to try and get a ward, and I think my invisibility ran out, and then, yeah, I'm just dead. I mean, we kill the Karthus, and we get the Baron, but what is Jax doing? Trying to 1v1 instead of fighting with the team, and then dies, and that is GG. So yeah. I don't know, it just felt like I couldn't get into this game. Like, it felt like it was just a mess. Like, there was nothing to really follow up behind or anything. It just felt like I just played terribly, is essentially the issue. Then we're going to look at this Amumu game. Played it pretty much perfectly again. The next Amumu game after this is probably the exact same thing. It's not the most exciting gameplay, but I just felt like in the comps and into the champions, it just was really useful. So yeah, it's just good for like team fighting and stuff. Not sure what I was doing there, but they were fighting. Blitz gets killed. Talia missed her flash. This game was actually a mess, to be honest. And my Volibear is trying to go AP, and I know he's going to end, so I actually asked him nicely to, we get the Kayn there, actually nicely to go tank. Because the Quinn starts to like run the game, and I was like, you're just gonna get one shot by like the Vel'Koz or the Cinder or Ezreal if you go full AP, because there's too much poke for like Volibear to get in and actually be useful as AP. So he actually does go tank, which is quite good. There I die, which is like so unfortunate. Vel'Koz is just like roaming all the time. I don't know how the Ezreal was able to kill me, but he was, so I guess my bad. Normally I could just stat check champs like that. But I think we do well on like the dragons and stuff. We get them all, I think. Oh, this was a good fight, I guess. And Jhin and Talia get like quite a lot from it. Oof. Instant flash just because I know that the dragon is probably gonna kill me. So yeah, I mean, that was good. And as you can see, like, they had full control of the mid game, but once I got the late game, we just like never died. and they just made so many mistakes. Look at that, tower on a triple kill until I die, but I just die for the crack, I think. This play was okay if the Quinn wasn't there, I think, which she was. I mean, we got the Kane and everyone's bot lane. Volibear gets free stuff top. They didn't need to die there. Volibear didn't need to die there either, but they were sort of just roaming about the map getting kills, and they weren't actually like, didn't feel like we were ever like losing that much, in my opinion. I don't know why he's fighting there. This was where I sort of was like, okay, this game might be over. It was just bad dragon call in my opinion. I wasn't aware of how fast the Quinn was like moving. Yeah, the Volibear like decides to walk down to me. I don't know why. Whenever she's literally there, I miss Q because I didn't actually think that I had the range on it anyways. But he actually kills her, and then we kill the Vel'Koz, sorry. But I actually think I leave it for the Jhin, yeah. Because I know that if I can get Jhin fed, like, maybe we have a chance. Because I need someone who can actually do damage. And I mean, Talia played this game alright. It's just getting stat checked by the Amumu, the Syndra. They didn't really enjoy playing against me, I don't think. I die there to Vel'Koz, who's randomly in my jungle. And yeah, they get the Rift Herald, but yeah, everyone was kind of raging at this Quinn. The Quinn was just like running about, killing everyone with the Vel'Koz. But eventually, I think like Blitz just came back into the game, and like it was just so difficult for them. Once again, getting caught, didn't expect the damage from the Cinder and knockback, and then yeah. And then when does the game actually turn good for us? It must be about here. Nope. Well, you can see my ult timer is ticking. Well, I missed my Q there, which isn't great. And then she gets hit, which is really lucky that we kill her. But, I mean, we also get the Ezreal, which is good. And then I know that if we go for Atakan, we just die there. So I decide to make a play on mid, and it actually works out quite well. And Jhin gets another 2 kills, and I die for it, and then another kill for Jhin. So yeah, he's sort of just like cleaning up every fight. It was really good for us, and I think the Quinn is also like sort of throwing the entire game by just going in first and getting caught by us, and then we're just like winning the game from it. Jhin gets a good ulti. I decided to go around this way because I want to kill this Cinder first, because I know that they can just kill the Kayn because there's 4 of them. And then I still think this is like quite risky, but I go for it anyways. I hide behind the Atakan so that Ezreal can help us leash, and then we just go in the Ezreal because I still had ulti because I didn't use it that fight, which was good. And then Quinn just flying about. It's impossible to hit her with any abilities unless she's like face checking, and this is what I think she does do for the next like few fights. She just like gets, yep, face checks. And then once again, and then into the blitz hook, into the Amumu Q bandage toss. We kill the Kayn. This was actually quite nice if we go back. But the Kayn just comes, and I know I missed my first Q, but I just ult him and then take the dragon so he can't get close to smite range, and then just like Jhin just one shots him because he can't use his ulti because he hasn't been able to actually damage us yet. Quinn once again chasing the support. I think that she solo lost the game for them, to be quite honest. Vel'Koz gets caught. Israel gets run down, he was raging about that because the Volibear had been inting all game. And then I don't think much else happens, to be honest. I think that's just sort of, yep, Quinn runs it down and I realise, okay, we have Baron. It's actually over. Yeah, and this is where it felt like I was a wee bit too strong for the enemy team because I end up just like fighting them all. Let's actually go back, speed this up a little bit again. He gets on the Cinder, Cinder flash away. I flash ulti. The Quinn's actually scared to fight me, which is hilarious to be honest. I also have no mana, so I'm just like pressing W and hoping that she burns to death. And then I think I just die for this here, because... Oh no, I don't. I get a Q, but out of the tower range. And Kane has R already, apparently, says Quinn. And then I think I just run over and just hope that he dies here. Which he does, but I die for it. But it's like, whatever. I knew he's not going to be able to clear the waves anyways, so... just decide to kill him. So that game was good. I think Jin played pretty well, and the Blitz actually was big help for me in the Blitz. I think we sort of made all the plays. And then we'll look at this game here as well, and I think this Jinx wasn't very happy because the Caitlyn got really fed. It was really tough lane, the poke, and it's hard to ever, like, for Thresh to ever get on this Caitlyn because you just ease away, or like gets hit by a Lux Q. But yeah, I sort of just tell them to chill. I have level 6, and actually just before I get level 6 they decide to fight, or like Jinx overcommits or something like that and ends up dying, and she's just like, I can't do anything. She also went what is it, Kraken Slayer first item, which I thought was a bit random, to be honest. But I guess it worked out fine in the end. But I think I sort of just carried this entire game. I knew their level 1 wasn't very good, and they couldn't do anything to me. So, apart from like the Swain pull. So I go get a ward down just to see where Jarvan is, and I realised that he is going to his blue side. I actually thought he might have invaded my red, so I asked Cinder to get a ward on my Raptors. And halfway through my clear I realised that, oh, he's obviously not there. Which is good news for me. This was nice bit of play actually here from the Cinder. She gets a QE into the bandage toss, into the first blood. And this Smolder lane was just sort of boring. But I mean, I die for it, but it was like getting the wave shoved in. That was good from Jarvan, to be fair. Jarvan was playing for Caitlyn big time. And then I just run Jarvan down and get the feats, which is pretty solid. Or the first 3 kills feats, and then it allows us to get Dragon. He actually probably could have came and stole it, to be quite honest, but obviously his bot lane weren't there, so he was scared. I come and take the one grub to stop him from getting the feats objective. And this is whenever I'm pinging, like, I have level 6 so soon, why are you fighting? And apparently the Jinx just runs straight into all the abilities. At this point everything starts to go wrong, I think. And I think I actually make my way down bot when I have my ulti. And we end up getting a kill, I believe. Not on the Caitlyn, which is what we wanted, but I mean, I'm trying to help the Jinx out so she doesn't tilt off the face of the earth. But Caitlyn actually gets more kills here. Triple kill. So the Caitlyn's like really far ahead at this point, like 5-0. Like, she's literally one-shotting everyone. I come up, help the Smolder again, accidentally take the kill again, but I mean, like, if it allows me to run around the map more, I don't mind. I get the 3 grubs this time, and then it looks like a good fight, and then it looks really bad because Caitlyn and Lux have actually roamed up because they got the bot lane tower. But I mean, like, the Jinx doesn't even die like that much, so fair play to her for not getting caught too much. And Smolder gets a shot down in Caitlyn, which is not worth for her getting the kill. I also help Jinx there get a kill on the Swain. And then I think Smolder actually beats this guy. I missed the Q, bit of anti-synergy. Yep, Smolder gets him. The game's back in a solid state for now. But this game was a bit of a clown fiesta, I'm not gonna lie. Once again, accidentally taking the kill on the Ornn. But I get caught out here by the Caitlyn, and they told me that the Caitlyn's going to be there. They see the Caitlyn damage, but I didn't think she was, and I got the scuttle, but I ended up dying for it. But they get a kill down bot lane, but it's probably not worth, to be quite honest. And then I go just in the Caitlyn, and we get her. I think I wasted flash for that though, which was unfortunate. I thought he had a vision on it. But I see him go up top to kill Jinx, so I'm like, right, well I guess we're just doing Drake then. Cinder accidentally, unfortunately, got sniped there. And then, yeah, we get the Caitlyn, which is good, I guess. I think she sort of like throws the game a little as well. Slash maybe her team don't play around her. But the Swain was sort of useless, I think. We killed the Caitlyn again, and then I miss my point blank Q on the Lux, so we can't kill her. And Jarvan does quite well here, sort of just killing everyone, but Smolder gets his burn. Just can't finish anyone off, unfortunately, which is really unfortunate, but it opens up the inhib, and I actually want them to take this because it means that Jinx can just free farm. But the Jinx doesn't actually like to go mid lane, not sure why. Cinder said she could have, but she wasn't going, so it's like whatever. This was a good fight, and then it went horribly wrong. Once the Caitlyn just one-shot the Caitlyn support, by the way, one-shot the Cinder, and then here I didn't think Lux was actually gonna come. I thought they were gonna start Atacam potentially, so I go in, and then Caitlyn's her Lux is right there. It's kind of trolled by me. And we lose Drake. And I'm not sure really when this game turns on its head. I think maybe here I literally run the Caitlyn down. She doesn't even die for it, but we get the hook after that, and she literally one auto. It's really good. Smolder gets loads of kills here. Actually should get more, but that guy gets out, and then the Jinx ulti. Swain flames Jarvan, but I don't think Swain realized that like the Smolder is starting to cook. Like, how many stacks is he on now? 285. Like, he is cooking. Look at this damage on the Caitlyn. Unfortunately, the Lux didn't die, but I'm here, and I at this point I'm just peeling for my team, to be quite honest. Like, just hooking anyone that goes on anyone. And then we just start up Baron. I think this lantern was actually for the Smolder, but I took it because I thought that he would just like fly away or something. Nah, he went back for an extra auto. That's probably why I got caught. It's not really my fault. And then here I'm just like sort of peeling for this Jinx because I'm like, right, we need her to actually start doing damage now. And she does. She nearly dies for it, but I mean, it's okay. Oh, and actually she got the ulti on the Caitlyn here. So that's pretty good. Good snipe from Jinx. So she's back in the game. And then once she's back in the game, I think we're just like, we've just scaled so hard. We have like 2 ADCs and 2 frontline, and then an AP mage mid laner who can just like actually make a pick for us. So we force the Baron, we do, and the Atacam. We give Drake, but it's like not that important. I don't know why Smolder TP down there. I think he thought that we were going to go straight from Baron to Drake, but then I said, changed my mind and said no, don't, because I knew it was going to be gone. This here, I think I miss a Q or something like that. I hit a minion there, and that sort of led to him getting away until Jinx finds him. And I think he actually still gets away, because I tried to leave the kill for her. I didn't even E. But I guess at this point in the game I should just be taking kills. The Thresh was really useful this game as well. Like, he was able to just help the Caitlyn get out. But I mean, she gets caught. And this fight looks terrible at this point. But luckily the Smolder has flash and is able to just... Oh, does he survive that? Yeah, he does. And then Jinx is also just cooking at this point. And I realised that, so I'm like, I think we can end here. Especially if this hook hits, which it does. We tank it quite well, as me and this Thresh. And then the Jinx is pepper spraying this Ornn. And I get the Triumph proc, and then that's pretty much GG at that point, which is good. So, I mean, that was a hard game, but I knew we were going to scale at some point if I just keep their team off. And the Thresh played really well as well. You got the hooks and stuff. This game, I think slight top diff, and then ADC and support diff, to be quite honest. This game went terribly. I decided this game that I would go, instead of Yuntal, into the Runans, which I had been doing in the past, but obviously whenever I was ahead, and it seems like it just works really well because I can just like kill everyone in team fight. But whenever you're behind, it feels like you need to go IE second. I think people will be going IE second anyways from now on, because they're reducing the cost and the damage of IE for the next patch. So I think that's going to be the staple, but it feels like Twitch doesn't really have that much damage whenever he doesn't get IE. The Nami pinged to go in here. I sort of thought maybe we can win the first fight if we like hard focus, and then she just sort of like leaves me out to dry and does like no damage at this. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, of course we're never winning that. So that's my bad completely. Also, she had aftershock, and I think I just played this game absolutely terrible. So let's actually take a look at this game mostly and see how we died and how we could have avoided it. This is really rough here because I can't even get up to farm, and Lulu can 1v1 me at this point in the game because it's Lulu, and apparently she can. I think they should actually reduce her damage early, to be honest, and not actually nerf her shielding. That there, was it avoidable? Yes, it was. We didn't have to go up for the farm. We could have just waited for it to come to us. Like, it's always coming. So this here, that death there has actually ruined the game. The first death didn't even matter. And my Nami dies, obviously. So whenever we're losing lane, just like wait until it actually crashes, because it's a lot safer. Although they can poke us under tower, it's not as big a poke as say like Vel'Koz or whatever, which actually makes it near impossible to like farm under tower. They obviously have a ward in there. This here, I think this could have changed the game. If we get the kill on this guy, I'm waiting for 5 stacks, and I should have waited for the final stack, because he gets away on like 1 HP. And then Echo comes. Luckily we get out because Volibear's there to cover. But I mean, like, my lane's getting hard frozen. I'm doing also no damage because they're wondering why I can't kill this Diana. I've already pulled my E, it just does no damage at this point in the game, which is kind of rough. But that wasn't too bad. Here now, it's so hard to farm whenever they're like this up front, but I mean, like, we get the Lux, or the Lulu low. I shouldn't be walking up there, should always stay on the far side of the tower. think we might end up dying here. I'm not too sure. I mean, it's fine. But I mean, Kog'Maw, if you give him any sort of kills. This was good. I messed up my flash. I think that flash there, if I'd actually just flashed away and got away, I think it's so worth, and we're back in the game, but I didn't, so I think I sort of trolled a little. And I don't really know what else is happening in the rest of the map, but let's not even worry about that. Let's just look at me. This, I think, is really unfortunate because Lulu literally flashes to save this Kog'Maw, and we get double flash here, so I think Volibear should be looking to actually come down bots soon. Which he does, and he gets the shutdown on the Lulu. Here I come in from the side. And we get the kill there. Luckily he's CC'd, so he can't even ult. And then here I make a pick on this Lulu, and I know Diana's coming, but Lux is farming mid. And I think that like if she like looks at all, we kill Lulu and Diana? And surely that's worth? No? I mean, apparently not. Lux at this point was flaming me and saying she's not playing for me, and I says, well, don't play for me, play for yourself. There's 2 free kills there for you. Lulu baits out my ulti. She actually walks. I was wondering why she was walking into me, and it was to get the ult knock up. I forgot how long that actually lasts, to be quite honest. I'm half his farm at this point, and I think it was all from that second death, to be quite honest. Whenever I could have avoided it, and by stepping up, and pretty much like his flash is down, but like we're getting no contact, and so is Lulu's. So I think that was a wee bit of a misplay from Volibear. I think at this point in the game, I'm just farming up, and we actually do come back. It's just we don't come back quick enough or early enough. And Kog'Maw is allowed to farm up, and eventually he just stands still in one team fight, and Lulu just shields him. He also gets QSS. This was really unfortunate. He flashed over the wall that I was trying to flash over. Yeah, he gets one fight, and he has QSS, and also she buys Mikhail's for him or something. We just have no CC to deal with him, because they know that that's their entire win con. So yeah, kind of an unfortunate game. I think we played that fight quite well. We bait in because we see Diana go on top, so we know that she's gonna look to go on this Mundo. So this was a bit of a misplay on my part. I should have been aware that Echo was just there, so he's obviously gonna be in this jungle, because we saw the Kog'Maw get low, so I knew that he wasn't gonna be there anymore. He's gonna recall. So I just shouldn't have walked through. It was here whenever he gets put really low. Like, I just know I shouldn't be walking through here, and I see a pink ward and I'm like, oh, a pink ward. I see Lulu, and instantly as I hit the blast plant, it's too late. And that was a big amount of gold for the Lulu, to be quite honest. I think the top diff was also kind of rough this game. I don't think we really had any sort of play. And then at this point we're just like giving everything because they're just far too strong. I want to fight this because I think Atakan does a lot of damage, so we can actually just clean up. But team don't want to, and then they go in after. Dana gets flashed. It's doomed at this point. But I mean, like, that was our Hail Mary. I think we should have just went for it, but 2 people didn't want to fight, so I mean, if 2 people don't want to fight, we just don't fight then, I guess. Make a good pick on the Kog'Maw there. And I think I could have killed the Lulu as well. She just got out of range of my E, which was kind of unfortunate. But I mean, 2.5k down. I think the support goal difference is massive as well. I think that's actually the biggest issue. The Lulu is just like it feels like she's just so much better than Nami. It feels like Nami doesn't actually do much here at this point. Like, I don't know why they're fighting without me. They just like run at him. I don't know how that Q didn't hit him either, to be fair. And then they get Baron, and they get Drake, and then I think there's like one more fight, and it's just I don't think I kite very well, but I think in my head I was like, I don't do enough damage to kill this guy. I was going to get Runans, and then after that I was going to get the Shield Destroyer, and I think if we had got to that point in the game, I think it's potentially comebackable. But they just turned their attention on me. I'm far too close there. Echo gets a really good E, CC, and yeah, you don't even want to look at it. But yeah, completely avoidable this entire game. I played it terribly, so yeah, that game there I think didn't need to be a loss. The other Twitch game didn't need to be a loss either. I think Karthus just got too strong, to be quite honest. And we didn't have enough help, and I need to stop picking Twitch whenever I see Nami, because it feels like it never works. It might work like later on in the game, but in lane it's just so weak. I think you want some engage to get like slight lead on Twitch, or like make a play in the jungle or something like that, whereas Nami isn't doing that. And you want frontline to just stand behind, because well, they're fighting the support. So I wish people would stop picking Twitch, Nami with Twitch. I don't know if it must be good because 2 people have done it now. But for me, I just don't like it. I feel like it's not great. But maybe that's just like a personal preference thing. I also think Lulu just gaps Nami at the minute. Lulu's actually getting nerfed next patch, so I mean, maybe Nami can actually beat Lulu in lane next next patch. But yeah, we'll leave it there, and I'll come back to you whenever I play another 5 games. Hopefully we can make this a 16-4, to be quite honest, because it needs to be done. We're losing too many games now at this point. Losing 2 here is just not what we needed at all. Seems like we're playing 3 games, or every 5 games since the first 5, and we're losing 2 and then winning the other 3, which isn't terrible, but I would prefer it was like 4-1 or something like that, or like the odd 4-1. So I will see you in the next one, and maybe we should also have a think about playing jungle for a wee bit more. Maybe doing 5 games of jungle, 5 games of ADC. It feels like it also, whenever I'm playing these games and I get auto-filled, so often I'm not playing ADC enough, so it's like hard to move from the jungle brain to the ADC brain. So maybe if I get auto-filled, I should go into the Smurf for 1 game of ADC, then well, it's not the Smurf, it's actually a higher elo than the main, but the second account, maybe we should go on to the second account, play a game of ADC so we're back into the swing of things, and then go on to the main and play the ADC game. But yeah, kind of unfortunate about the Twitch 2 losses. It's not looking good, but I want it to work, but maybe I should just stick to the MF and Jinx, I'm not too sure. Preferably just the Jinx, because look at the KD and that. All of the MF games were kind of rough in my opinion that we actually scraped through. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.